How hard do you think it is to find a condo in Honolulu with at least three parking stalls or more? This is David Buck with Harcourts Island Real Estate, and today we're going to break down all the stats of all the parking currently for sale in MLS and how difficult it is to find one parking stall, two parking stalls, three parking stalls, or more. Spoiler alert, I have two listings right now in Honolulu that have at least three parking stalls, which are super rare. So we're going to break down all those stats. As of today, there are over 2,100 condos for sale in Honolulu. Of the 2,142 active listings in MLS for Honolulu condos, 544 of them, or literally 25% of the inventory, has zero parking spaces. The most common that we see throughout the inventory is one parking stall, as I maybe mentioned earlier. 50% of the listings have one parking stall, or 1,071 of those listings, and two parking stalls is a little more rare with just 23% of the inventory, or 494% of the listings. Now to our category of three or more parking stalls. Of three parking stalls, there are only 23 listings on the market. And like I mentioned earlier, I have two of those listings, which we're going to get into in a second. But that's just going to be 1% of the condo inventory on Oahu. There's just a few more that have four or more stalls, which are very rare, and they have some commercial aspects to them on some of them, or you're going to be paying in the high multi-million-dollar range. The good news about the two listings that I have is that both of them are beautiful condos and beautiful buildings, and they're in the low $1 million range. So the first one I'm going to talk about today is going to be Royal Iolani, and this is a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom condo with incredible views of Alawai Golf Course, Waikiki, Diamond Head, and it's got ocean views in both directions of the living area as well as one of the bedrooms. So Royal Iolani, 3 covered parking stalls. This building is right next to Iolani School, is completely gutted and remodeled in the year 2020. And I think this is a really good buy. When my clients bought it, they were looking on the Gold Coast of Honolulu, where it's really hard to sometimes get one parking stall, or for the same amount of money, it might be a 1-bedroom condo. And you get so much more for your money here at Royal Iolani. Now, the second listing that I have in Honolulu is going to be at 1010 Wilder. I did a walkthrough video of this. I'll put a link to here in a second. But that one's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath with over 1,400 square feet, also diamond head facing. It's got a very large, spacious lanai, and there's 3 covered parking stalls in this 1010 Wilder listing, which is $1.1 million. And I had mentioned earlier the Royal Iolani was 1.2 million. So both, as I mentioned, in that lower $1 million price range, and they're both really good buys right now. We've had a number of showings over this past week. So if you're in the market for a beautiful condo with nice views and 3 parking stalls, I've got 2 great listings for you. I also forgot to mention that both buildings have beautiful swimming pools, and they are also in secured buildings with great security. And if you have more questions about condos in Honolulu, or you're looking to find a condo with a certain amount of parking stalls, we have a feature on our website where you can search for parking stall minimums, etc. Or if you want, I could set up a custom search for you in MLS. Or if you have one of those rare condos that have at least 3 or more parking stalls in Honolulu, I would be glad to help. Once again, David Buck with Harcourts Island Real Estate. I could be reached at 808 371 3509. Aloha.